Hello lovelies, I wanted to share with you my Killer Kit from May Add-on Scraptastic Kit Club, and a couple of people had requested that I do that when I ask, and so I'm going to share with you what I got out of it. And I did not do the main kit or anything like that. I just did the two add-ons. One was Daylight and one was Let's Talk. And if you go back into my May videos, you will see that there was a description and I showed product and everything. So let's just run through what I have left. As you can see, I used most of the switchboard stickers. This is all that's left. Out of the Jelly Bean placemats, I used 4 out of the 6. So that's what I have left. The Teresa Collins Daily Stories, I used probably 60 to 70% of those. Mainly just I used the smaller parts and not so much the 3x4 cards, but there was a ton in here. So I did use quite a bit. And they're very generous with their embellishments when it comes to the add-ons. So the Jelly Bean Soup, cold avocado soup, you can see all those die cuts. And this is basically all I have left. It's just this small amount, not very much at all. So I got a lot of use out of that. There's a couple of little tiny pieces and a geo tag. I used all of the switchboard puffy stickers, gone. I used all of the flare, it's gone. I did not use any of the switchboard alphabet, which I really like, but I just couldn't get it to work. It's a little bit big, and as you probably know, I'm kind of heavy-handed, and by the time I get to my letters, I don't necessarily have room sometimes, so I have to be in minimal mode in order to use big letters. The Jelly Bean Soup, what are these called? Bean Board Alphas. I got those in the navy with the Daylight, and you can see the ones that are marked out in white. Those are the ones I used, so I got some use out of those. And I'm trying to think of what else came in the kit. There was some, I mean, this is all the paper I have left out of, I mean, a ton of paper. So I used all the cardstock, which typically just regular cardstock I don't do that well with. I'm more of a patterned paper girl, but I used, I mean, this is it. I used almost everything, so I couldn't get another page out of it. I thought I did really well there. And then this is what's left of my sticker sets. And so you can see I used a lot of them. And so I'm really happy with what I got out of it. And I definitely think it was a good value. And I love the way she puts her colors together. So let me show you the projects, or layouts, I guess, that I got out of it. And every one of these, with the exception of one, I think, I did a video on. And so you can go back and watch if you like it and you want to see how I did it, then by all means go back and look at my video. This was the latest one that I did, and I just did it off my daughter's Instagram pictures. And as you can see, I'm still hooked on my Sakura pin, so I don't know if you can see, but it's got the glitter. I glittered each one of the inside of the hearts and all around. I used some acrylic paints. I think maybe the only things that were not in the kit, I did get my Freckled Fawn kit in for June, and I used a couple of those items, which are the, let's see how we do that. There we go. Which are the plastic or resin hearts. And this was a flare that I had in my stash. I'm not getting very good lighting, or my camera's at a weird angle too. I guess I need to adjust it, but And then this came in the freckled fawn, and this was a flare that I had. And everything else was from the kit. So I like how that turned out. This is another one from my daughter's Instagram. And I took some of the background paper in the kit and cut it out, fussy cut a bunch of the little, one of them was like speech bubbles and that sort of thing, so I cut that out. And this was a flare that was in my stash. These are from Freckled Fawn June, so it's this and this and this. But, oh, and then this is a silhouette die cut, and these are Dear Lizzie stickers. But everything else was from the kit. Oh, that's not true. This card and this card and this card I pulled from my stash. And anytime you see a doily, I pulled those out of my stash on these layouts. So, but everything else is from the kit. And I like how that turned out. And then this one was kind of a messy day. I just was being really artsy and messy, and of course from my daughter's Instagram. And I took some of my die cuts from my silhouette and I painted them with some Liquitex ink. And let's see, I have that right here. And it's the permanent ink, and it just gives it that really rich opaque color. And so of course the washi I pulled from my stash, and this and this are from my stash, and of course the doilies. But for the most part, I mean, it's all, and I think these two went together really, really well. Oh, this is also Liquitex ink that's splattered. But the Daylight kit and the Let's Talk kit, I mean, I blended them. These are totally mixed, smashed together, so I didn't separate them, and they worked really well together considering they were absolutely polar opposites in a lot of ways, theme-wise. So this I cut out of one of the papers, and I just used some Heidi Swapp and some acrylic ink and kind of blotched up the background, sewed my strips on. These are sewn, and then I sewed around the border of the page, you can see there. This was just laying on my desk, and this was the cotton thread that I dyed with Heidi Swapp ink, and I do like it. This was in a Freckled Fawn kit. Oh no, it wasn't. This was from the Daylight kit, actually, because I think they are Freckled Fawn though, because I have some. And of course the doily is from a rack, but everything else was from the kit, and I love how that one turned out. And then this one, I used a stencil and some, I think it was gesso, and just put some hearts on the page. All of this was basically fussy cut out of the paper, some of the background paper. And of course, again, the flares from my stash, and so is the doily. But yeah, I don't think anything else besides those items were, I think they're all from the kit. So that one was uber cute. This isn't my favorite page, but I like that it's bright. So, and I did, of course, get my Sakura pen and do all the little glitter outlining and that sort of thing. I pulled in a bow from Maggie Holmes, and this was also one of those items that was on my desk. This is from a past Freckled Fawn kit, and this came in the Scraptastic kit. This was stash, and this was stash, and this was stash. And this was a Wilna Furstenberg die cut that I cut out of on my silhouette, and I fussy cut the flowers. And yeah, that's just, I think the background ink is Heidi Swapp and Lindsay Stamp Gang. So that one was cute. This one was from Instagram pictures, of course. And this is one of their, I don't know if you can see this. This NCA right here is actually a shoe tag that they have to wear when they compete. And it keeps them, you know, able to go through everything, and they don't get stopped, so that they can compete for NCA. And this and this and this were from my stash. So is this, and so is this. Is really old. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even tell you who makes this. It's like 10 years old or something crazy. But it's cheer related, so I just cut apart a bunch of them and added them. This was leftover paper that was in my scraps, and all of the other is from the kit, I think. Well, these stickers I had in my cheer stash, and these are Freckled Fawn from a long time ago. But I fussy cut these out. And this came together really quick. So there's another one. This one was one of the first ones I did, and I had already started to pull some elements. Oh, a little buggy. So this was kind of 50-50, because although I used a bunch of the paper and stickers from the line, I had already pulled the We Are Memory Keepers paper and some of the wood veneer, and this was sitting on my desk. It's a Heidi Swapp, and this is some of the cotton thread that I dyed, and I fussy cut the flowers out of the background paper, and this is just acrylic paint that I watered down, and these were on my desk. And, well, you know what, I think these came in the Daylight kit too, and they were left over from, I don't know. It looks like, I think they did come in the kit, actually. So that one is another Instagram one from my daughter. And then this one was my Saturday Stash Dive. And I don't know, other than this, I don't think it relates to the, oh man, one of my butterflies tore. That stinks. I wonder what happened to it. Weird. Okay, I'll have to fix that. Anyway, this one is not part of the kit. It's just an extra for some reason. So I'll have to fix the butterfly, but let's see, what does that give me out of that kit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 layouts. 8. So that's it. I wanted to share, and I hope you enjoy. If you do, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Ta-ta for now. Bye.